I'm going to talk about Europa League best of 16 brackets, and at the same time I'm going to eat Lithuanian potato meat dumplings. I'm going to show you how these look like. That's the dumpling pair. I'm going to slice through one of these. As you can see, it's filled with meat. Very delicious dish. And the water. The bottle of water. Now, I bet it's good time to move on to Europa League. Obviously, this tournament is slowly but surely moving to the end. It's going to be very interesting. To know who's gonna go on top of it all. We will surely find out. First things first. A reminder, UEFA Europa League is an annual football club competition organized by UEFA since 1971 for eligible European football clubs. Clubs qualify for the competition based on their performance in the national leagues and cup competitions. So it's a sort of a competition where champions are extremely good performing teams play versus other champions or extremely well performing teams. And a champion of champions is crowned. Now let's go to the first match of round of 16. RB Leipzig versus Zenit Petersburg. The first match RB Leipzig wins 2-1. The second match, Atletico Bilbao versus Marseille. In the first match, Marseille wins decisively 3-1. In the second match, Marseille wins 2-1. Marseille moves on. In the first match, RB Leipzig versus Zenit Petersburg, RB Leipzig moves on to the quarterfinals. So the first bracket of quarterfinals are going to be RB Leipzig versus Marseille. Arsenal versus AC Milan. In the first match, Arsenal wins 2-0. In the second match, Arsenal wins 3-1 and moves on to the quarterfinals. Here we see certainly Arsenal versus AC Milan, two really famous clubs and large clubs playing against each other. It looks like a final itself to me. Lyon versus CSKA Moscow. In the first match, Lyon wins 1-0. In the second match, CSKA Moscow wins 3-2. In the end, CSKA Moscow prevails. And surprisingly enough, CSKA Moscow in the second match managed to hit 3 goals, lose the first match, and still move on, while Lyon won the first match 1-0, relatively fine, and lost the second 3-2, which wasn't enough for Lyon to move on, even considering that they actually won the first match but lost the second. In any case, both teams managed to hit 3 goals in, and based on the tiebreaker rules, certainly CSKA Moscow has prevailed and moved to the quarterfinals. The second quarterfinals match is Arsenal versus CSKA Moscow. Atletico Madrid versus Lokomotiv Moscow. In the first match, Atletico Madrid wins 3-0. In the second match, Atletico Madrid wins 5-1. Atletico Madrid moves on decisively. Plzen versus Sporting. In the first match, Sporting wins 2-0. In the second match, Plzen wins 2-1. In the end, Sporting moves on. It did manage to hit an extra goal during these two matches. Lazio versus Din Kiev. The first match is a draw, 2-2. The second match, Lazio wins 2-0. Dortmund versus Salzburg. In the first match, Salzburg wins 2-1. In the second match, both teams do not score a single goal. It's 0-0. Salzburg moves on to the quarterfinals, making the fourth quarterfinals match Lazio versus Salzburg. Now I'm going to repeat quarterfinal matches now. The first match, RB Leipzig versus Marseille. The second match, Arsenal versus CSKA Moscow. Third match, Atletico Madrid versus Sporting. Fourth match, Lazio versus Salzburg. And you left the game.